Well, hello, good people. Marco's here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report, as well as Joe Boo's day job, because I appreciate each and every one of you guys. These damn mosquitoes at dusk and dawn are hell. I need to get some mosquito spray and spray up underneath it here, try and keep them out of this area and stuff. Practice, we talking about practice, not the game, we talking about practice right now. And Jerry Jones speaking for the first time since Saturday about the situation. We saw some of the clips from practice where about 7 yards separated Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones on the practice field and things. Micah Parsons in his white jersey and tennis shoes and things, not doing any workouts and stuff. Jerry Jones being Jerry. So some of the words out of Jerry Jones's mouth is, he was asked, do you see Micah Parsons playing week 1? He said, I don't, it could basically, he's saying, it's a question. It's up to Micah Parsons. It's up to Micah Parsons. And he believes that he had a deal because they had a drink, and he said, because he could look at his eyes and his mannerisms that he thought he had a deal. He didn't say, hey, we got a deal, Jerry, let's shake on it. Jerry Jones literally looked at the man and thought that he had a deal. First of all, let's be clear here. First of all, you can't have a deal with the player. The deal has to be with the agent present, okay? Let's be clear here. To have a deal with a player who has representation that is not himself, to have a deal, he must be present, the agent. And he wasn't. So for Jerry Jones to think, well, I looked at Micah and we had a deal. Okay. I don't know if that's the sword to fall on. At this point, clearly, in Micah's mind, you didn't. Okay? You didn't. What we have here is a failure to communicate, Jerry. You tried to do something with a player who is very, very intelligent that was against the rules. And I'm betting that Micah Parsons knows the rules, that you can't negotiate the deal with me without my agent. I bet he knows that. And so I'm betting that Micah Parsons assumed you knew that as well, that you're just talking in generalities. Okay. And that's when he said, talk to my agent. There shouldn't have been any misunderstanding by what was meant by that. When he said, talk to my agent, that means talk to my agent to get it finalized. So it's possible Micah Parsons doesn't play week 1. He'll lose about $1.25 million if he doesn't. And I doubt that Micah Parsons will miss any games. Now, will he practice before then? Probably the week of, maybe. But I think, the other part on this was Jerry Jones said he's urgent. He's urgent. Doesn't that look good? Tell me that doesn't look better than some shit you get from Home Depot. Look at that door. It's plumb cute. My garden shed. Look at my windows and stuff. I got to put the fascia up on here and the soffits and then the roof shingles. But shit, this mother humper, this is my, don't tell my wife, but this is my getaway. Honey, I'm going to go do some work in the yard. I might put a refrigerator in there, a reclining chair, and a TV. Yeah, honey, I got work to do out in the garden. Don't. I know you mother humpers will do it. I know one of you I keep telling, man, there's too many mosquitoes. You don't want to come out here, honey. It's too many mosquitoes. They'll eat you up. So you're right, there's mosquitoes. So that's my thing. Oh, honey, there's mosquitoes. But it's only 15 degrees outside. I know, but these are winter mosquitoes. But Jerry Jones should have understood when Micah Parsons said, talk to my agent, that meant talk to my agent. So I don't know where we go from here, but this time last year with CeeDee Lamb, I don't think Jerry Jones was urgent. I think this time last year, Jerry Jones was still on the mindset that there was no urgency. There was no urgency. And I'm going to say the reason he may be saying there's an urgency is, at least the early reports that I saw, the Cowboys weren't looking good in the red zone, and they weren't looking great on defense without Micah. So there might be a sense of urgency because he realizes we ain't the same team without Micah. Now, of course, I've got to get these damn mosquitoes eat the hell out of my leg. I've got to go through and get all the news from practice, because there's a lot of stuff that's just in the early part of the practice and stuff where doing drills and things like that, and they weren't looking good. But I know early part of practice we weren't able to run the football, and Jimmy G was throwing TD passes in red zone, so that didn't look good at all. But we'll check it out and see how they did the rest of the practice that I missed. But we know right now it seems like the problems we've had are still there. Stopping the run and running the football. And Jerry Jones, if he's trying to do something with this season, needs to have a sense of urgency with that. So let's hope and pray that we do. In the meantime, I'm going to finish getting this stuff cleaned up, getting this griddle hot, and I'm going to cook myself gonna make some burgers with some grilled mushrooms and onions and peppers and jalapeno peppers, of course, like a smash burger, and melt some Swiss cheese on it. That's going to be good for dinner. And I'm right proud of my building over there. That mother humper looks good. Whew. All right, people. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you soon in the man cave after I feed my fat face. Peace.